Welcome to Trading Lounge and the daily US stocks for Tuesday, November the 2nd. Just starting on the NASDAQ here to get a bit of perspective. We won't go into too much detail, but we're just looking for wave 5 up here with an ABC here that we'll look at in more detail a bit later, but it's wave 2 and then wave 3 to the upside. So we've taken out the top here on the NASDAQ. So normally you would see some sort of vibration here, and that will come as wave 2. So from wave 4 here, we're looking for wave 1 and 2, and then further third wave to the upside at that point. Some of the stocks have got this pattern, like Microsoft, and other patterns that are lagging the whole event, such as Amazon here. So with Amazon here, we're looking at wave 4. Wave 4 can also be over here as well, because we've got a nice impulse wave here for this. But let's just get through this first, because what we need to see here, if we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for 1, and we've had that reporting event here which moved the market quite quickly, so we're still looking back for wave 2. Let's go in and have a quick look at this, but we do have a bit of a reference point now on top of that B wave here to look at a long trade for this. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 here for 1, and A and B and C for 2 here. So it's also possible for this to move up from this current low into that move here. It's also possible for this to play out a little bit further here with 5 waves of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 down to here before heading up. So we should also be able to get a better position than this as well. We just need to wait for a little bit more price action, because we really want the market to prove to us that it's going up, and by buying a new high sort of forces it into that sort of situation. Okay, with Google here, we're looking at wave 4 here, with also wave 1 up here with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 for 1 and then back for 2. It has moved through the 38.2% retracement level, but I'll just give it another session to firm up here. It hasn't gone past it much. That horizontal line's 38.2. So yeah, I thought we may have had it right here nicely. That's why we went long here. We've got a position here. It'll pull back a bit, but you'll need to make up your mind if you're going to take a percentage off here, and then we'll try to work back in on the wave 2 low, wherever that comes to. It may pull back to the 61.8%, or it might just be more shallow than that. Normally when we're working with large numbers and it's been working in here and it's sticking to it, it doesn't normally come far away, you know. So that's why I've got it much closer, but that's sort of where we are with Google. And Apple here as well. I'll need to change this here as well. So perhaps next time we look at this, we'll be looking at 5 waves up for wave 1 in that case. But at the moment, we've got an impulse wave here, and we've got an impulse wave here. So we also had a news event here as well that spiked the market and made it a little bit difficult. Let's go in and pick up that. So obviously this spike here on the tick chart obviously left a trace there, but let's just get in a bit more data here. So in this case here, it was because of the spike. It's possible to count this as 1 and 2 here, and then an A and a B and a C down for wave 2 at this point. But also too, I just wanted to be sure. So it's possible, if we include this low here, to come back up here to look at the A wave here, as we looked at yesterday, and then the B wave, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the C wave of B. Now, that's all fine. So if that's the case, then we'll need to look at the C wave here with 1 and 2 here, and 3, 4 and 5 coming down here for this move here for wave 2. However, the 150 here is the balance line. So yeah, let me just check on this close to the 61.8%. We're in our little box here. So what we need to do now that we've got that top, we can use that to go long on. So I'll just draw that across here. And of course, we'll also look to add up here. Now, the reason I'm saying this for, it does appear to be 5 waves down here, and it does appear to be 3 waves up here, but you might be able to get a 1, 2, and 3, and a 4 and a 5 in there as 1 and 2 and 3, an A and a B and a C here for that, and then up for 5 here for that. So it's possible, but so look, we can go long there, but otherwise we'll be looking for a move down here in 5 waves before moving up. So we'll catch that and we'll add on here if it does that, but otherwise we'll expect it to come a little bit lower in this regard. So yeah, anyway, we'll keep chipping away at that. And also with Facebook here, there is potential for more downside. However, there's a possible count that can have the low in. To confirm that low, as I mentioned yesterday, we want the, in terms of the trading levels, we've got the major level here, then we've got 1, 2, and 3, which are minor levels. And if we can get a support on top of group 1, well, then that will set it in cement to as support so we can move up. Now, it's, you know, on the way down here, it came down and bounced around, and it's never really, it's traded above here and it's retested it, but the retest is never held here. So I'm just thinking this time it may hold this time. It's not there yet. It probably need, you know, another 2 or 3 sessions to sit on there properly, but it's something that we're just waiting on for. So if it sits here, then it goes up. If it can't find support here, then we'll see more downside. But let's just have a look at the upside on the tick chart and see what we're looking at here. So this is the low down here for this. We're getting kind of nice impulse waves to the upside here. Now this move down here overlaps that slightly, so that's why I've counted that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for 1 with an ABC for 2. Nice strong third wave here, so that's sort of, that's nice. That helps confirm that we're on the right track with the count because of the gap in the market. So we'll look for 5. We'll also see this 5th wave come up here, and then we'll see this play out here. That can move to here, that can move to here, and that can move. So it's kind of looking okay, you know. We just need to, I just want it to sit there a bit further. So if this wave 5 here coming up through here, normally I'd go long above here, but we've already got a long position here. So what I'll do is we'll just wait for wave 4 here to finish off, and we'll look for a move across here somewhere for that. We just need to be a little bit careful. As I mentioned, we need to see that support sitting on top of the 330 there, on top of minor group 1. Okay. And Tesla. So, did I've missed? I missed Microsoft, which we've included now. So, I'll come back to that. So with Tesla here now. As I've always say, I'm not sure to put wave 4 here or here. I've never resolved it. I apologise about that. It's just another thing on my list to do. But taking it from this low here, as you know, we've been looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. And we've got all of this as the 3rd wave to here. We're looking for the 4th wave to pull back, and now we're looking for the 5th wave to move up of wave 3. So we've got wave 3, then 4, then 5 to the upside. So let's just have a little look at that on the tick chart on 100 ticks. So yesterday, I think we were in here somewhere, weren't we? So just get this back. So from wave 4 here, just to get our bearings, wave 4 here we counted up as 5 5 little waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for third, fourth and fifth. So from wave 2 here all the way up for wave 3 that we're looking for now, wave 4, and then we'll look for wave 5 coming up here. Should be the extensions in wave 3 here, so wave 1 and wave 5 can be roughly the same, just pinch of salt, and we'll be looking at it like that. Now obviously this wave 4 here, blue wave 4, could be a little bit time consuming, so we should just pop that in there based on that. A bit more time spent there. And that's that. Now I want to have a look at Microsoft. If I've Microsoft that we looked at yesterday is got a pretty nice pattern in terms of comparing it to the NASDAQ. So as I mentioned yesterday, we're going to be including Microsoft. We're going to include one of the banks as well. I just still haven't decided which was the right bank to look at. Yeah, any ideas would be, I mean, I don't mind, just one of the largest. I think Morgan's is the biggest, isn't it? I'm not that familiar with who's the biggest and things, but maybe Bank of America or Morgan's at least, maybe Citi, I don't know, we'll have a look. But so yeah, here we're looking from wave 4, we're counting up here as wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So this is really where the NASDAQ is in that regard, so it's good. And Microsoft is, up there in the top stocks as well somewhere. So let's just go to the tick chart. So from the wave 4 here, going all the way up to wave 1 here, and then wave 2 here. So we've got blue wave 1 and blue wave 2, so we're going up for blue wave 3, 4 and 5, so we can move these across a little bit, but wave 1 and 2 here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and yesterday we're in here somewhere, so we've topped out here, and yeah, so I think that we come up here a little bit and then down and then up from that point. Now, what I wanted to say here, this 330 is really quite important in terms of the trading levels. We've got a major level here, and then we've got 1, 2 and 3 that make minor levels, that make up minor group 1, and if we get support on minor group 1, well then we can go long at that point. So I mean, it would have been nice to be in long earlier, but we've just taken this on board, so it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Let's just have a little look at that. So this should take us to, this wave should take us pretty close up there for that. So I'll just pop that up there for the time being. I can adjust that later. So really, the other thing that I wanted to just say here is that if we don't get the C wave down here, then look for because that box here is on the 61.8% is on the 330. If we get a little classic trading levels pattern here, so that means that we'd get that first high above the level, just keep it really simple, then we can go long above that. Okay, but you have to wait for that because there will be this little B wave here, will be in 3 waves, an A and a B and a C wave there. A bit hard to see at this degree of structure, but yeah, so if it does sit on here, then we look to go long at that. If it just keeps going up through here and creates that first high and keeps going, then we need to be long at that point. We don't want to miss that, that's the point. But we can pull down here. It's a little bit hard to count that. I'll just have a look at the 10 tick chart just for that little area there. So okay, so it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to that point, so it must be 1 and 2 to here, 3 to there, 4 to there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, look, it looks a little bit impulsive here. Okay, so we've got an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave up here with probably wave 1 and 2 here. It doesn't matter. Just splitting hairs. If you get a tested support on top of that 330 there, then we need to be long at that point. It's pretty much that simple. Sorry about that. There we go. Anyway, enough waffling. That's it. You got the idea. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.